Congratulations. And now, Your Majesty, a song telling a tale of the sea. We now have your special minstrel Denny Lane singing The Ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver.
Lovers, how welcome me, releasing my spirit from the bottom of the sea when me bones have laid since 1883. I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver. As a cabin boy aboard the ocean spray, out of Liverpool we sailed to Baffin Bay, across the Greenland Sea for to hunt the mighty whale. Hold steady, there the beauty blows, bring her around starboard, steady as she goes, the old sea daddy, so he only knows I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver. Hold steady, there the beauty blows, bring her around starboard, steady as she goes, the old sea daddy, so he only knows I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver. Over there she blows, I heard the lookout sing, off the starboard bow, not a half a mile away, and the sea turned red as we took his life that day, with the whale blubber and the stone. I can't really picture on a piece of whale bone, but to make some pennies for me family back at home. I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver, with whale blubber, even a stone. I can't really picture on a piece of whale bone, but to make some pennies for me family back at home. I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw. Who missed its mark, a great whale stood his ground. Making his escape, he dived and pulled us down. All hands on board were lost and never found. Oh, Sullivan, woke me, releasing my spirit from the bottom of the sea when my bones have laid since 1883. I'm the ghost of the Scrimshaw Carver.
Hey, now I see why McCartney broke up the band.
Couldn't speak English.
Oh, did somebody step on a duck?
How dare you insult Sir Denny Lane, minstrel of the ages, who not only led the fabulous Moody Blues. Yes, I was a groupie, Denny, I was. But also who founded a great band with Paul McCartney called Wings. It is inconceivable that you would mock him. I love him.
Hey, I never liked Wings. Too many silly love songs.
How dare you?
Hey, with a little luck, maybe you both will get out of London town. Maybe take a jet and head to Venus and Mars.
For someone who does not like Wings, you sure know a lot of songs.
So, what now? You're gonna run off with this rocker? Leave a king for a minstrel? Hey, Lane! Lane, I'm talking to you. Look at me.
Okay,
Let me tell you.
good one, Rodney. Good one.
Let me tell you. My wife's so ugly. I gotta tie a pork chop around her neck to get the dog to play with her. Yeah. Believe it, folks. You know, she was such an ugly kid. When she played in the sandbox, the cat kept covering her up. My wife, you know, she made me join a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday.
How dare you say that, you pig!
I'm really flattered, but I'm not interested in your bosomness.
Wait a minute, Lane. You know something? You're trying to fool me, ain't you? I'm not as dumb as she looks. I mean, I look.
I told you I don't date queen groupies. It's not in my contract, my lord.
All right, Lane, I'll tell you what. All right, I'll fight you for her. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. Put him up, Wingy, put him up.
I believe I know how we can settle this. I'll give you my room number.
I'm in the tent.
Actually, not like that. The Fawkes Factor style.
And now, let's bring out the judges here on the Fawkes Factor. The Archbishop, Simon Cowell, Edward Cope, and some random chick.
Contestants, and we will narrow it down to one finalist with one song each. Winner, take the queen.
All right. I am the perfect number. Hey, Ringo. Here's 100. I know, you're playing the guitar. Ringo, here's 100. Make me look good. And you. Here's 50. Get a new wardrobe, will you?
Caswell, give me.
You're gonna love this. Listen, honey, look at me when I sing. I give her all my love. That's all I do. And if you love my love, you love it. I mean, love her too. And I love her. She gives me everything and tenderly, and kiss my lover brings. She brings to me, and I love her. I love her. I love her.
Now I know what cats being squished in a bag sound like. Let me break it to you, Your Majesty. You can't sing.
I could get better over time.
The show is only an hour, Your Majesty, not decades. Last year I described someone as being the worst singer in all of England. I think you're possibly the worst singer in the whole entire world, and I'm absolutely serious. I've never heard anything like that in my life. You've got to hear yourself to believe it. There is nobody on this planet who sings like you. Your mouth is far, far too big when you sing. It's like looking into a cave. I've never seen anything so huge since the last time I looked at my bank account.
But I have a cold.
Yes, let's hear the next contestant, please. I like to do a little song called Goat. We've already said since you gotta go, oh, you better go now. Go now, go now, go now. catch a meeting over here. How many times do I have to tell you about it? Don't you understand? I don't want to see you go. Darling, we better Yo! How did you get involved with this half-ass production then? And honestly, Mr. Lane, it's so clear to me you are just in a different league. Clearly you are the winner. Take the queen.
No. No respect, I tell you. No respect. You know, listen, if he's the winner, then you all are dead. Remember all you judges. Hey, remember judges, I am the king. And I have a bonfire. And to get a little respect around here, I could send you to die with Fawkes.
Oh, right then, clearly, your superior talent makes you the winner, King. King, you get the queen. Queen, you best behave. I'll just go step outside and get a smoke.
Does anybody remember that I was in Mystic Pizza with Julia Roberts?
It's actually true, for those of you who don't know. This is Manny, the guy from the kitchen in Mystic Pizza, the movie which introduced us all to Julia Roberts. But Bucky, I think perhaps there's something else that you might want to be reminding.
Oh yeah. Does anybody remember the 5th of November?
It's October 9th.
Yeah, I know, but the town council says it's too cold in November. Somebody has to know it now. Besides, the ender is closed. So, bring forth the accused. He's making a short trip over here now.
When he gets here, hiss loudly. We don't like him either.
Hurry up, will you? He would never get here. Thank you very much. Now, of this traitor, we save this. A harp's face. Get it over here. A harp's face. A mandrake, a fox's head. A mandrake's voice, whose tunes are cries so piercing that the hearer dies. Now I can aid his innate spite, free be to mock those he cannot fight. Powder plot is not forgot, 'twill be remembered by as many a son. Now, if it pleases your majesty, a very nice poem will be read to all. I'm sure you will enjoy this very much.
Mr. Hopkins is the poet.
I was late too, yes. Hurrah for our bonfire! Oh, pile it up high! For tonight, yes, tonight, when it blazes up right, a traitor must die. Oh, how he'll crackle and burn! Jolly old guy. In the middle we'll throw him. No mercy we'll show him. The traitor must die. Go, old ragamuffin. Don't stop to ask why. You know the reason. It was gunpowder treason. So burn till you die!
Now, my lords and ladies, the trial of Guy Fawkes. Prosecuting for the King, Sir Edward Coke, and the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Doing well, thank you. Oh Lord, save the King who putteth his trust in thee. Save him, send him help from thy holy place, and evermore mightily defend him. Let his enemies have no advantage against him. Let not the wicked, like those of you who are shouting out there, approach or hurt him. Almighty God, who hast in all ages showed thy power and mercy in the miraculous and gracious deliverance of the church, and in protecting of righteousness and religious kings of state, profess thy holy and eternal truth from the wicked conspiracies and malicious practices of the enemies therein. We yield thee our unfeigned thanks and praise for a wonderful, mighty deliverance of our late gracious sovereign King James, the Queen, the Prince, and all the royal pledges. With the nobility, clergy, and commoners of England as well. By treachery appointed by a sheep in the slaughter. I heard that. I've got my eye on you. Sleep to the sheep, sheep to the slaughter in a most barbarous and savage manner, beyond the examples of former ages, for this unnatural conspiracy, not our merit, but thy mercy, not our foresight, but thy providence, deliver us, and therefore, not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name be ascribed all honor and glory in all churches of the saints from generation, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
What an eccentric performance. Your Majesty, bring forth the accused. Apparently he's already forth. The task before us, my lords and ladies, to prove that this man, Guido Fawkes, did attempt to kill our beloved king is an easy one. For before us stands a man so ridden with guilt and sin that not even hell would accept his petition. The details of how the other conspirators were rounded up need not concern us here. Tonight we focus our attention solely on Guy Fawkes. Indeed, the evidence is clear that 13 men, including Chief Architect, the recently deceased Robert Catesby, did conspire to blow up the House of Parliament whilst the King and all members were attending. Horror. Thomas Wintour spoke in his confession that the accused told him, and I quote, "The nature of the disease required so sharp a remedy, and asked me if I would give my consent. I told him yes, in this and what elsesoever, if he resolved upon it, I would venture my life," end quote. Do you deny these events?
I deny nothing. I have the right to preserve our faith.
Do you have the right to commit murder? Oh, we got him, folks, we got him. The matter that is now to be offered to you, my lords, the commissioners, and to the trial of you, the knights and gentlemen of the jury, is matter of treason. But treason of such horror and monstrous nature that before now the tongue of man never delivered, the ear of man never heard, the heart of man never conceited, nor the malice of hellish or earthly devil ever practiced. For if it be abominable to murder the least, if to touch God's anointed be to oppose themselves against God, if by blood to subvert princes, states, and kingdoms, be hateful to God and man, as all true Christians must acknowledge, then how much more than too monstrous shall all Christian hearts judge the horror of this treason? To murder and subvert such a king, such a queen, such a prince, such a progeny, such a state, such a government. Hey, you can't win them all. So complete and absolute that God approves, the world admires, all true English hearts honor and reverence, the conspirators and their disciples only envies and maligns.
Quite a non-eccentric performance, excellent, well done. Your Majesty, we know these facts, that after the warning letter reached the King, we submitted this letter as Prosecutor's Exhibit 1. Sir Thomas Nevitt was sent to search the basement and found this man, claiming to be Mr. Johnson. A pitiful alias given his size. This proves the prosecutor's point that Mr. Johnson, who is Fawkes, claimed that this plot and the revealing evidence of 36, not 35, not 37, but 36 barrels of gunpowder found behind him was of his intention and all his own idea. In addition to the powder was an unusually large pile of 1,000 billets and 500 faggots for burning. That's really what they call them. Indeed, on Mr. Fawkes' person was found a watch, slow matches, and touch wood. We don't know what he was using that for, but still. The accused stated that if he had seen Sir Thomas sooner, he would have blown him. Blown him up, house himself and all. Now, Fawkes, tell us your tale of woe. Tell us of the Jesuit involvement. Who amongst them are on the plot? Answer me now!
I would rather die.
Remember Adam's fall, O thou man. Remember Adam's fall from heaven to hell. Remember Adam's fall. Now he hath condemned all in hell perpetual, therefore to dwell. We will arrange so that death will be granted. Let it be written. Let it be done.
How do you follow that? Concerning this grounded Romanist and corrupted scholar of so irreligious and traitorous a school, the matter conspired was, first, to deprive the king of his crown. Second, to murder the king, the queen, and the prince. Thirdly, to stir rebellion and sedition in the kingdom. Fourthly, to bring a miserable destruction amongst the subjects. Fifthly, to continuously run out of tartar sauce. Sixthly, to change, alter, and subvert the religion here established. Seventhly, to ruinate the state of the Commonwealth and bring in strangers to evade it. Eighthly,
Run, guy, run!
passing gas in the vicinity of the monarchy. The most heinous crime of all. It appears to your lordships and to the rest of this most honorable and grave assembly that these are the greatest treasons that ever were plotted in England and concerned the greatest king that ever was of England. Now, Guido Fawkes, hearing the charges leveled against you, namely conspiring to kill King and Parliament, as well as willful destruction of property, what hath thee to say for yourself in defense?
You have no authority to examine me. Yes! I did indeed intend to blow up the king and the lords. No, I have no regrets except that I did not succeed. The devil and not God was responsible for the discovery of the plot. In fairness, I did not even seek to warn my own Catholic peers. I would have been content to pray for them. And to my fellow Scots, I would have been content to blow you all back to Scotland. As you so eloquently stated on my behalf, Mr. Cook, a dangerous disease requires a dangerous remedy. I confess that in practice, in general, was first told to me against His Majesty for relief of the Catholic cause, and not invented by myself. I was first told this about Easter last by Thomas Wintour. And 3 other gentlemen were of the plot: Robert Gatesby, Thomas Percy, and John Wright. Gatesby propounded to have the deed done by gunpowder, and by making a mine under the upper house of Parliament. Not me. Since this is where the religion has been so unjustly suppressed, it was fittest that justice and punishment should be executed there. After this, we began work, which proceeded smoothly until Nevitt found us. Since I undertook this action, I do pray every day to God that He might perform that which might be for the advancement of the true faith and the saving of my own soul. No, I shall make no apologies. Instead, I have this to say.
Behold, the heart of a traitor. You know, Fawkes, since you wouldn't speak normally, like me, since you even mocked your interrogator on the council, by singing a song not to be written until 400 years from now, which I happen to like. And by the way, it was gunpowder, not dynamite. I ordered that the gentler tortures be first used unto you. Now listen closely. Listen. Exit per gradius a mia tenditur. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. And so, my degrees proceeding to the worst, you put on a Roman resolution and you showed bravery. You know, I'm impressed with your resolve, Guido Fawkes. And I'm impressed with your hat with that pretty purple feather, too. But you yourself laid the net that caught you. Now determining that you are indeed a traitor, and you're not giving me any respect, I sentence you to die. First what we're going to do is we're going to hang him until partially dead. And then we're going to burn him. This sentence is to be carried out immediately.
Or to put it more succinctly, you, sir, are a douchebag. It is the decision of this court that you should perish by fire. It is time for us to live and let you die. Prepare for his execution.
Sic semper terroris!
If this ever changing world which we